A man from the year 1750 opens his eyes in a world he does not recognize. No horses. No candlelight. No silence. No familiar smells of wood smoke and livestock. Instead, strange carriages move without animals. Artificial lights cut through the darkness like blades. And a woman wearing pants points a weapon at his chest with steady hands. He should be dead by now. But he is very much alive. His heart is pounding. His mind is spinning. But the worst was yet to come. Because the only place that feels like home to him is a small wooden cabin sitting alone at the edge of a field. A cabin that should not exist yet. A cabin that somehow calls to him across centuries. A cabin with his birth date carved into a wooden beam from 266 years ago. Who is this man? Is he a ghost, a madman, a victim of some cruel accident, or has he truly walked through a doorway in time without knowing the price he would pay? And the biggest question of all, if he finds a way back to his own century, will he want to leave behind the only people who ever showed him kindness? Our story belongs to Rip. A rugged, confused and deeply lost man who believes he went to sleep in 1787 and woke up in 2022 with no warning and no preparation. He remembers a war. He remembers the smell of gunpowder. He remembers a cave hidden high in the mountains. He remembers a storm that would not stop. But he does not remember electricity. He does not understand police cars or hospitals or the internet, or why women now wear trousers as naturally as men do. Rip is not a hero. Not yet. He is simply a man torn from everything he knew, fighting to survive minute by minute in a future that terrifies him more than any battlefield ever did. Opposite him is Sarah. A strong, independent farmer raising her son Henry alone on a rural family farm alongside her aging father Kelvin. She has lost before. She knows how to protect what remains. Sarah trusts her instincts. And her instincts tell her that Rip is not a liar. He is too confused to lie. But she does not yet believe he is a time traveler. That idea sounds like something from a cheap novel. Between them stands Ted, a local police officer who secretly loves Sarah with a quiet, desperate hope. Ted has waited years for her to notice him. And Ted will do whatever it takes to remove Rip from her life, even if he has to destroy the stranger himself. I will tell you what happens when a man from the past collides with the future. When 2 centuries collapse into a single moment. When love becomes the only anchor in a storm of time. It begins on an ordinary evening. The kind of evening that feels safe and predictable. Sarah is cooking dinner in a warm kitchen. Her father Kelvin is by her side chopping vegetables. Her young son Henry is outside feeding the chickens as the sun begins to set. The air is calm. The world is quiet. Nothing feels wrong. Then a scream rips through the peace. Henry sees a stranger near the farm, a disheveled man with wild hair, a tangled beard and clothes that look centuries old. The fabric is wrong. The stitching is wrong. Everything about him is wrong. The boy runs inside, terrified, his small body shaking. Mama, there is a strange man. He does not belong here. I have never seen anyone like him. Sarah grabs her shotgun and runs to the field without hesitation. But when she confronts the intruder, he is more afraid than she is. His hands are raised. His eyes are wide. He stutters. I thought this was my house. I do not know where I am. Sarah turns on a powerful spotlight. The moment light floods the darkness, the man jumps back in horror like a wounded animal. Sorcery, he shouts. What kind of sorcery is this? Are you a witch? That is the moment Sarah understands something fundamental. This man has never seen electricity. Not once in his entire life. He studies her pants with deep confusion, demanding to know why she is dressed like a man. He looks at her shotgun like it is a magical artifact. Sarah wonders if he is insane. She notices a fresh wound on his forehead with dried blood around it. Perhaps an injury is causing his delusions. Perhaps he hit his head and lost his mind. She makes a decision. She brings him inside, feeds him warm food, cleans his wound with gentle hands. She asks for his name. Rip, he says after a long pause. No last name. No explanation. No address. Just Rip. Sarah calls her friend Ted, a local cop who owes her a favor. Ted runs Rip's fingerprints through every database in the country. He waits for results. Nothing. No records anywhere. No birth certificate. No driver's license. No criminal history. No tax records. No medical history. No evidence that Rip exists anywhere in the modern world at all. Ted is frustrated and confused. He takes Rip to the hospital for a full medical evaluation, hoping science can explain what the database cannot. The doctors find no brain damage. No old trauma. No injury explaining memory loss. The wound on his forehead is superficial. Rip is physically healthy in every measurable way. But his behavior is deeply strange. He flinches at bright lights like they might burn him. He does not understand X-ray machines and tries to flee from them. He asks nurses why carriages do not need horses anymore. He calls the elevator a moving room. That night Rip escapes the hospital by walking out a side door. No one notices until morning. He returns to Sarah's farm on foot, not knowing where else to go. He looks at her with desperate, exhausted eyes and says, "I do not want to leave. Please do not make me leave." Sarah, against Ted's loud warnings, lets him stay. Something in Rip's voice reaches her. She and Kelvin clean him up over the next few days. They cut his wild hair and shave his tangled beard. They give him work on the farm to keep his hands busy. Rip proves to be strong, reliable, surprisingly gentle with Henry. He does not complain. He does not beg. He simply works from sunrise to sunset. When Henry is bullied at school by older boys, Rip notices the boy's sadness. He sits Henry down and teaches the boy self-defense techniques from his own forgotten past. Moves his father taught him. Moves that kept him alive in war. Henry stops crying at night. Sarah notices. Her heart begins to shift. Then comes the moment that changes everything forever. Sarah and Kelvin prepare a small empty cabin on the property for Rip to live in. It has been unused for years. When Rip first sees it, he freezes completely. His body goes still. "This is my house," he whispers with absolute certainty. Sarah laughs nervously. "Impossible. This cabin has been in my family for generations. My grandfather was born here." But Rip walks inside like a man in a dream. He runs his fingers over old wooden beams. He touches every corner. Then he points to faint, nearly invisible carvings on one beam. Roman numerals. A date. 1756, his birth date. Carved with a small knife when he was 8 years old. He remembers doing it. He remembers his father watching him. Kelvin's face goes pale. The cabin is older than his own father. And yet the carvings are real. They match the wood age. They cannot be faked. Rip stumbles backward, his legs weak. He looks at Sarah with wet eyes and says, "What year is it right now?" She hesitates. Then she tells him the truth. 2022. Rip collapses to the ground. He always believed it was 1787. The weight of 2 centuries and 6 years crushes him completely. He faints. When he wakes hours later, Kelvin hands him an old book. A famous American story passed down through generations. Rip Van Winkle. Rip reads the pages with shaking hands, his eyes moving faster and faster. Then he screams out loud. "This is about my father. This is his story." Sarah tries to calm him down. "That is fiction. That is just a legend. A tale people tell children." But Rip insists with fierce energy. He begins remembering everything. The memories pour back like a broken dam. He tells them the full truth sitting at the kitchen table. His father disappeared when he was young. Vanished without explanation. Years later his father returned looking exactly the same, not a day older. Same face. Same clothes. Same voice. His father claimed to have found a cave high in the mountains, drunk a strange brew from a barrel and fallen asleep for 20 years. No one believed him. The whole village laughed. But Rip believed. Rip climbed the same mountain alone. Found the same cave hidden behind rocks. Waited out a violent storm inside. And when he walked out at dawn, everything had changed. The trees were different. The path was gone. The village was not where it should be. That was 1787. Now he finally understands. The cave is not magical in any religious sense. It is a time portal. When specific rare elements in the rock react during powerful electromagnetic storms, a temporary wormhole opens between centuries. He entered in 1787. He exited in 2022. 235 years lost in a single night. Sarah does not fully believe him. But she cannot explain the Roman numerals. She cannot explain why no record of Rip exists anywhere on Earth. She cannot explain the old bullet lodged deep in his body, which experts later confirm was manufactured by hand in the 1700s. She takes Rip to a respected physics professor at a nearby university. The professor listens carefully without interrupting. During storms near the cave you described, the professor says, rare earth elements in that specific mountain range could theoretically create a temporary Einstein-Rosen bridge. A wormhole. Time travel is not scientifically impossible. Just incredibly unlikely. Sarah is stunned silent. She now has the power to help Rip find the cave again during the next storm. She could send him back to 1787 if he wants to go. But she does not want to. Because somewhere between feeding him dinner and watching him protect Henry from bullies, Sarah fell in love with him. Slowly. Unexpectedly. Completely. One night by the old barn she kisses him without planning to. She confesses everything she feels. Ted sees them from his patrol car. His jealousy turns to boiling rage. He confronts Rip the next day in the cabin. His voice is low and dangerous. "You are a burden to her. You are ruining Sarah's reputation in this town. Everyone is talking about you. If you truly care about her, you will leave right now and never come back." Rip believes every word. The next morning Rip disappears before sunrise. He leaves behind a heartbreaking handwritten letter on the kitchen table. Sarah reads it and cries for an hour. Then she wipes her face and runs into the forest. She knows exactly where he went. The cave. She finds him sitting inside on the cold stone floor, lost in sadness. His face is wet. "Why did you leave?" she screams through tears and anger. Rip explains Ted's cruel words slowly. He says he did not want to be a burden. He says he thought leaving was mercy. Sarah denies everything with fierce love. She tells Rip that he brought joy back to Henry's life. That he gave her purpose again after years of loneliness. That he is not a burden but a gift she never expected to receive. Rip looks at her for a long moment. The silence stretches. Then he asks, will you marry me right here in this cave that brought me to you? She says yes without hesitation. They leave the cave together holding hands. But as they step outside, a powerful lightning bolt strikes the sky directly above them. The ground shakes. When they look back, Rip's leather bag is gone. Completely vanished. The bag traveled through time alone. It lands in the year 1787 at the feet of Rip's father, who is walking through the same forest. Rip's father finds it. Inside is Rip's journal written in his own handwriting. He reads about his son's incredible journey to the future. About Sarah. About Henry. About happiness and love and a life well lived. The father smiles with tears in his eyes. His son found everything he ever wanted. His son lived a good life. Meanwhile, back in 2022, Rip and Sarah marry in a small ceremony on the farm. They raise Henry together as a real family. Kelvin welcomes Rip as the son he never had. Ted eventually accepts defeat and apologizes. And Rip stays in the future. He chooses the unknown over the familiar. He chooses love over the boundaries of time. Here is the truth of this story in 60 seconds. A wounded, confused man from 1750 wandered into a hidden cave during a terrible storm. He walked out in 2022 with no memory and no identity. A farmer named Sarah found him, protected him, fed him, and slowly uncovered the impossible truth. The cave is a time portal activated by storms and rare minerals deep in the mountain. Rip struggled to adapt to everything. Electricity, cars, hospitals, televisions. But he never stopped being gentle. He faced fear, rejection, and jealousy from Ted, the local cop who secretly loved Sarah. But through it all, Rip became a true father figure to Sarah's son Henry and a real partner to Sarah herself. When Ted convinced Rip he was a burden, Rip tried to return to his own century, to disappear forever. But Sarah followed him into the cave, confessed her love with her whole heart, and accepted his marriage proposal without a second thought. A final lightning strike sent Rip's journal back through time to 1787, where his father read every page and finally found peace. And Rip stayed in 2022, proving that love can survive any storm, even one powerful enough to bend time itself. Subscribe to the channel at Remote Frontier Recaps, like this video, hit the notification bell, and share this channel with your friends and family. Do not forget to click the hype button right now before you leave. Tomorrow we will have another recap ready for you to check out, whether you will watch the full movie on the big screen at the theater or on the small screen at home with cold popcorn and ice-cold Brazilian Guarana. Thanks for watching until the very end.